Some people work 9 to 5. Some people work night shift. I work all shifts. Okay, so I represent.
Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Raylan, and thank you guys for tuning in today's video. As you guys can see, we are in a property that I got from Evolve. This property I've had this property for a few years now. This is one of the properties that I had priced incorrectly in the beginning. I think over the phone I had said 95 and now I charge 175. So this property here does have a basement, but we don't use it. So it is just this space and the bathroom, and upstairs is where the bedrooms are located. This place has a 4.91 star rating. So we're doing really good with the cleans, making sure everything is nice, leaving snacks out for the guests. I'm just gonna show you guys a quick walkthrough. 4 bedrooms, 1, 2, 3 baths, 175. So when I came here for the first time, I cleaned the property. Okay, I cleaned it all by myself, and it took a long time. I think it took around 4 to 5 hours. Every time I do come by myself, it does take 4 hours to clean. Okay, unless a bed's not used or something like that. But when I send 2 cleaners, it takes them about 2 hours a piece. If I send 1 cleaner, it takes her about 4 hours, sometimes 4 hours and 15 minutes, 4 hours and 30 minutes. It just depends. Jobber, which is something that my business cannot run without. Managing Airbnbs isn't as easy as it looks, but here's how I keep everything organized. Jobber allows you to create a checklist where you are able to mark off what is needed for each property. Here, I'm gonna show you guys a checklist for this property. It's gonna save you hours of manual work, okay? Because once you create a checklist, you are able to add on that checklist to each time that you schedule a clean. And I'm gonna show you guys here on this screen what it looks like when the cleaner gets here. Jobber has invoicing, scheduling, you can add your team on there, you can collect payment, and you can send quotes. I love Jobber. It works for my business. With Airbnb cleaning, we pay our cleaners by the hour. Why? Because it takes a more detailed cleaning, and paying them per job just doesn't work. Check out the link in my pinned comment, an exclusive discount with the Jobber referral link. Extra things like this I would want to show you guys. You see how somebody put this in here dirty? And how there's things in here that don't belong, right? These are the important things that we need to make sure that we're doing when we're checking Airbnb cleaning, such as organizing this. This shouldn't look like this. Now, of course, after your checkout, it may look like this, right? And this is the reason why we should go through things just like this to organize them. Organizing things like this, making sure all the cups are placed in the proper way. You see how this is here, so that should be there. These I don't even think belong to us. See how this looks like this? This is not right, right? So we should have a first aid kit. Really is empty. So no first aid kit. All this is garbage. We only leave a small amount of batteries left over for the guests just in case they need to change out the remote. All this other extra things can just be thrown away or placed down there in the closet. Lights, mason jars, all this shouldn't be in there. When your cleaner's cleaning, please make sure that they remove the garbage cans and vacuum anything that looks like this, okay? They need to go back here and take a look at all of this. Underneath the sink should be nice and organized. Those wine bottle things should be dumped. If any of these look dirty, you need to wash them. See how this looks? Yeah, this is a no-go. So we need to let the host know that, hey, we're gonna need a new pair of mittens because this is not only dirty, it's ripped. We're gonna go ahead and throw this in the washer. Might as well throw this one in as well. And these also. And making sure we're wiping out any crumbs out of the cabinet. One thing that oftentimes cleaners don't do is move things and check the vents. This vent, typically, when I come in here and do an audit, is pretty bad, but it's not bad today because I cleaned it the last time. But making sure that our vents are cleaned off, our thermometer or thermostat is cleaned, because if you look from a side angle, you probably can't pick it up on camera. You can see fingerprints on it, which is a big no-no. Cleaning these vents, checking behind and underneath the couch. You see this here? I don't know if you can pick up on it, but it's pretty nasty. Like they had kids in here, so we want to make sure things like that are taken care of. What I love is quick wash. Because this is not going to take that long, I'm not going to be here for long, I'm just going to put it on speed wash for 15 minutes. One last thing I'm going to say is to always mop out. You always want to mop out of a property because you don't want any footprints, especially here in Michigan where the winters are terrible and you have a lot of salt and snow. Always mop yourself out. So I always mop myself backwards, right? That way I don't leave any footprints. We don't have to worry about any salt, snow, any of those things left over. Feature that I love about Jobber that is so useful for my business is taking photos. So as you guys can see here, the kitchen is completed. The whole main area basically downstairs is completed. And now I'm mopping myself out. But the best thing is, while I'm mopping myself out, I make sure to take photos at each property. This integration and feature with Jobber is probably something that sold me, is one of the top 3 things that I love about Jobber. Because sometimes you will have guests who will complain about the cleaning, or they will wait till after their checkout to say something about the cleaning and want to be reimbursed, or they want their funds back for the cleaning. You are able to show proof of the completed work as well as photos of anything. And not just that, but when you walk onto the property or your cleaners on the property, whether yourself or your cleaners on the property, you always want to make sure to take before photos also, and any photos of any damages as soon as possible. Always make sure that your cleaner notifies you and or the host of any possible damages to the property, whether that's inside or outside. That is something that is very, very, very important, because they need to place a claim in, whether that's a claim that they need to place in with Airbnb or a management property company, in my case, Evolve or Airbnb. So now that we are fully completed, I'm gonna go ahead and upload these photos.